it'll just make my life like feel like bad. So,
let's talk about Middle Eastern guilt. Now, I forgot to talk to ask you. Now, I had to get your name right because I think all these years have been saying Alee Karim.
Yeah, Alee Karim.
Or Karim, but it's Karim.
Yeah, yeah.
But you not like Abdul Jabbar or yeah.
Well, yeah, like
it is like that.
Yeah.
He spells it with 2 E's.
He spells it with 2 E's, but it's a transliteration
from
Arabic characters.
So what's your ethnic background? I don't think I ever knew.
Iraqi.
Iraqi.
Yeah.
And first generation born here.
Yeah, born here in LA. Yeah, my parents are from Baghdad.
So it's the Middle Eastern guilt. I don't know too much about it. I mean, I have my version, which is the Asian guilt, and then there's like all these different other kinds of stereotypes people have about guilt with families.
Like Jews, it comes from the mom, and it comes from this whole like, do whatever you want, even if it kills me. Right. That's like what it comes down to.
Does she do it in English? Does she do it in Iraqi? Does she do a mix?
Yeah.
A little bit of mix. I love that. I love that when I hear my mom talk to another old Chinese lady on the phone, and it's like Lion King, and always like that. Spanglish, So of course, it's usually the mom. It's just maybe it's not even. Maybe it's just a mom guilt thing. What ethnicity doesn't like that?
I feel like it's like the mom because the dad is often a little distant.
Yeah.
You know?
We know that one, yeah.
So it's like the dad doesn't even know how to like connect in that way to where he'll feel bad about something like that.
I thought that was her job when we had that, right? Yeah.
Like I would feel bad if he had stopped giving me allowance. That would be a way he could sort of like hold something over my head and be like, I'll stop giving you $5 a week. I'm like, shit, I shouldn't do that.
But like my mom for that $5 right now.
Yeah, right.
20.
I don't know. My parents are pretty sweet people. Like,
are they down with your like whole like? You were like an English major. Were they weren't trying to be like, you really need to get into like business school. You need to like get into something practical. And like then you went to fucking Mills grad school. Yeah. How did that go over? Because did they pay for that shit? Come on.
No. I
don't mean like I'm like putting you on the spot about that, but I mean like why are we throwing money down this hole?
They've helped me out a lot over the years with. They've helped me out a lot over the years with money.
Well, you get to write a John Cage joke.
It doesn't. You shouldn't. It's a hole.
Does Mills should have a comedy subgroup so you can write John Cage jokes?
They should.
I've never heard a John Cage joke. Let's give it up for that. A John Cage versus Cunningham joke, no less.
That won't play in talk.
I feel like Andy Kaufman kind of was like the John Cage of comedy, though. I feel like he would have done 4 minutes, 30 seconds of silence.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
But
no, the parents have always been on and off supportive. I mean, they're stoked when awesome stuff happens, but they're also like retreat when like bad stuff happens. They're like just kind of they're like I always knew you were so talented at this. Like album just came out, awesome, just show was played, cool review came in. I always knew you were destined for this. You're awesome. Like can't wait to see your Oscar. Right? It's so funny. It's like I play music and my mom is always saying like I think you're gonna get an Oscar.
You're gonna get a Tony out of that.
Yeah, exactly. But then like shit goes bad and it's like I'm like mom I kind of like $100 shy on rent. She's just like, why don't you just give up on all of it?
Does she think the thing that because I don't even share this shit with my parents anymore. I don't like tell my mom like if I get good press at all. I don't even tell her. She has to Google me to find anything out.
It's a lot of work to share stuff like that.
Oh god!
But it's kind of like it can and can't be worth it.
Because she gets that thing. She's like, it's good to have a hobby.
Yeah.
Good to have a hobby.
Yeah, exactly.
No, mom, it's not good. It's really not good. It's not working out so good. And you are in a couple bands right now. You were in the band Mute Socialite?
Yeah, with Mr. Mostiano there, actually founded by
Give it up for Mute Socialite. If you don't know, well, there'll be some examples later we can throw.
We were in that band for a few years, and then everybody sort of splintered and started, focusing on other projects.
Yeah.
But yeah, like before that, and since then as well, I've been in a metal band called the Atomic Bomb Audition, and that's been a kind of like the the main sort of like futile musical endeavor.
Too soon.
Too soon. Yeah, and I started sort of a psychedelic pop band too called Alee Karim in the Science Fiction.
Right. Yeah, you were telling me a little bit about that. What was it? Your
description.
Your description. Yeah.
Scott Walker scoring the movie adaptation of Martian Chronicles.
That sounds dope.
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, you do the singing? Do you do like the Scott Walker
I do the singing, yeah.
Like
I don't do the Scott Walker singing.
Who does the Scott Walker singing?
Well, I say I don't do the Scott Walker singing because I don't think I sing as well as Scott Walker.
Right.
I sing in the band.
But like Walker Brothers or like recent, just like I'm punching a piece of meat. Scott Walker.
Oh right, isn't that amazing?
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah. Scott Walker. Scott Walker is exactly. Scott Walker is this English musician who became kind of like a sort of hermetic experimental musician.
But he was like a boy band essentially.
He was in a boy band called the Walker Brothers, and he kept sort of.
It's like Matthew Barney came out of NSYNC or something like that. Yeah.
Exactly. Matthew Barney came out of NSYNC.
Yeah. He came out of Gap commercials.
Okay.
Who, Matthew Barney did?
Yeah, he was in the
You get your turn.
That's not exactly what we were getting at. But anyway, no, but for those of you who don't know, like there was a documentary made about him called 30th Century Man, and there's a footage of him like recording percussion by like punching a side of meat.
Well, he's not even doing it, man. He's like
hired an expert percussionist to punch the side of meat in just so.
Does he have like fucking like leather gloves on or like
no? He has like
gloves?
I thought he was just kind of bare-handed.
No, there's a glove. And I think they cooked that shit later. I don't know. There had to be something.
He like did a take of like him punching the meat, and Scott Walker's like, he's just like, oh my god, like this like cigarette scarred like sort of lilting baritone. He's like, I would have liked to tell you how you did that, but if you could do it in kind of more an and she's like, okay, yeah, more of an arrhythmic way. He's like, how do you want me to punch this meat?
He's like tenderizing and recording at the same time. Yeah.
But yeah, so thanks for inviting me doubly because I didn't realize what awesome company I had amongst me here.
I know it's going okay,
Josh,
right?
Yeah, Josh and Christy and Erica and Leif and Aaron and a couple other people in the band that I didn't meet. But thanks.
You want to stick around on the dais?
Yeah, for sure.
Hang out on the dais. Coming up next, Alee? Alee Karim. Great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I just have to check. I don't want to be that dude.
Thanks for coming, and yeah, that was my first stand-up set ever, so thanks for braving that.
Yeah. Takes balls to get up there. Next up on the schedule is a multidisciplinary